Hello, in this video we're going to learn our multiplication facts of the sixes. We've already done the 0 and 1s, 2s, 10s, 5s, 9s, and 11s. When you're doing these videos, it's extremely important that you do the multiplication facts in this order because I'll be going back and doing little tricks for the sixes that I've already done with the fives, the nines. So you might be a little bit lost when I say certain things like, remember, it's a clock or things like that. Okay. Something you might have realized, or maybe you haven't, before on the other ones, I had the 3 here and the 4 here. I decided to switch them out for a certain reason, and it actually has to do with the sixes. The reason I put the sixes next is because to me, I feel like there's like a little trick, and not so much like a trick, but rather like a little rhyme with the 6 times 4 equals 24, 6 times 6 equals 36, and 6 times 8 equals 48. Now, what I mean by a little rhyme is 6 and 4 is 24. See that? Sort of rhymes. At least for me it does. Okay? What I have my kids do is I have them write this down 12 times. 6 and 4 is 24. 6 and 4 is 24. As you're writing it down, I need for you to write it and say it at the same time. In other words, as I'm writing, I'm saying it. 6 and 4 is 24. That way you're doing the work 3 times. You're writing it, you're saying it, and you're also hearing yourself. The other thing, do not do 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, and 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, is 24, 24, 20. That's not going to help out at all. If you're really serious about wanting to memorize these multiplication facts, and trust me, you need to memorize them. Okay? For middle school and high school, you have to memorize them. If not, you're really going to struggle a whole lot. Okay? So you just go 6 and 4 is 24. Forgot to put my period. There you go. Okay? When you get to the 6 times 6, 6 and 6 is 36. 6 and 6 is 36. 6 and 6 is 36. And you do that 12 times. Next, when you do the 8, it's going to be 6 and 8 is 48. 6 and 8 is 48. And you do that also 12 times. Okay? Don't cheat yourself out. 12 times. Now, once you've done that, the only ones that are left on having to memorize is going to be 6 times 3 equals 18. 6 times 7 equals 42. And 6 times 12 is 72. Oops, sorry, don't know why I did that. 72. Okay? Now, I'm going back over here. You're going to write this out 12 times. 6 times 3 equals 18. 6 times 3 equals 18. As you're writing it, you're saying it. Then, 6 times 7 equals 42. 6 times 7 equals 42. You're going to do this 12 times also. As you're writing it, you are saying it. Okay? Then you come to the last one. 6 times 12 equals 72. 6 times 12 equals 72. 6 times 12 equals 72. Okay? You write that 12 times. And really, that's going to be it for the sixes. Now, some of you are thinking, okay, but what about the other numbers? Well, let me see. You've already done 6 times 0 is 0. 6 times 1 is 6. 6 times 2, those are your doubles. Now, I know 6 times 2 is really 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 because you added it 6 times. But remember, you can switch them. 6 times 2 is like 2 times 6. It's got the commutative property. So that's why I always say it's like the doubles. So 6 times 2, 6 plus 6, 12. 6 times 10, add a 0, 60. 6 times 5, think about the clock, slide your finger down, 30 minutes. 6 times 9, 1 less than 6 is 5 plus 4, 54. 6 times 11, that's your doubles. See that? 6 and 6 is 36. 6 and 4 is 24. 6 and 8 is 48. You only had to do 3. Okay? From here, once you do that, now comes my favorite part. The cards. This is my favorite part. Okay? This is where you really get to practice your sixes. As I do these, try to get the answer before I say it. Okay? Some of these I'll be saying the answer a little weird, but you have to look at the other videos before. That's why I say it's extremely important that you watch the other videos. You just can't come into these videos and decide, oh, you know what? I need to practice my sixes. It really doesn't work that way. Or I'm struggling with my eights, and well, it doesn't really. You need to do all the other ones. Okay? So looking at this, we have 6 times 10, 60. 6 with a 0. Get that answer before I say it. 6 times 7, 42. That's one of them that you have to memorize. 6 times 9, 54. Watch the video on the nines. 6 times 6, 36. 6 and 6 is 36. 6 times 3, 18. One of them you have to memorize. 6 times 7, 42. Memorize it. 6 times 12, 72. Memorize it. 6 times 9, 54. That 50 needs to come out right away. 6 times 8, 48. 6 and 8 is 48. 6 times 12, 72. Sorry, 72. That's one of them you just have to memorize. 6 times 12, 72. Got to memorize it. 6 times 11, 66. Doubles. 6 times 11, 66. Got to memorize it. Oh, sorry, doubles. 6 times 9, 54. 6 times 1, 6. 1, it's the other number. 6 times 2, 12. Remember, it's doubled. Okay? 6 plus 6. 6 times 7, 42. Got to memorize it. 6 times 12, 72. Got to memorize it. 6 times 10, 60. 6 with a 0. 6 times 12, 72. Got to memorize it. 6 times 7, 42. Got to memorize it. 6 times 10, 60. Got to, 6 with a 0. 6 times 5, 30. Remember the clock. Slide down. 6 times 5, 30. Remember the clock. Slide down. 6 times 1, 6. 1, it's the other number. 6 times 3, 18. Memorize it. 6 times 4, 24. 6 and 4 is 24. 6 times 4, 24. 6 and 4 is 24. 6 times 9, 54. 6 times 6, 36. 6 and 6 is 36. 6 times 1, 6. 6 times 5, 30. Remember the clock. Slide down. 30 minutes. 6 times 3, 18. Memorize it. 6 times 4, 24. 6 and 4 is 24. 6 times 2, 12. Doubles. 6 plus 6. 6 times 11, 66. Double the number. 6 times 6, 36. 6 and 6 is 36. 6 times 5, 30. Remember the clock. Slide your finger down. 6 times 8, 48. 6 and 8 is 48. 6 times 8, 48. 6 times 8 is 48. 6 times 12, 72. Memorize it. 6 times 2, 12. 6 plus 6, your doubles. 6 times 3, 18. Memorize it. 6 times 11, 66. You double the other number. 6 times 1, 6. 6 times 7, 42. Memorize it. 6 times 8, 48. 6 and 8 is 48. 6 times 4, 24. 6 and 4 is 24. 6 times 2, 12. 6 plus 6. 6 times 10, 60. Add a 0. 6 times 8, 48. 6 and 8 is 48. Okay. Now, here's something that I also had my kids do at my house, my personal kids. Okay. What we did is, let's say, it's hard for me to pick some because I don't know, I just find them all pretty easy. Let's say they missed this one. And then later on, they got the other ones correct, the 6 times 7s. But let's say they missed 6 times 7. Then that one pops up later on, and they got it correct, 42. But then they missed this one, and they missed this one. Okay? That tells me they really don't know their 6 times 7s. I had my kids write down 6 times 7 equals 42 10 times. Okay? Then I did the whole cards again. Chances are you might miss more than one. So all the ones that you miss, mix them up. If you miss the 6 times 7, write it down 10 times. You missed the 6 times 12, write that one down 10 times. If you missed the 6 times 3, write that one down 10 times. Then you get those cards, the 7s, the 12s, and the 3s. Mix those up and do some quick ones right there. See if you've already memorized it. Then put all the cards again together, shuffle them up, and start with your 6s again. By that time, you should have already, hopefully, mastered those. So, on this, whoops, wrong one. This one, we have already finished off the 6 times tables. Okay? Keep practicing, and before you know it, we're going to have all of these multiplication facts memorized. Bye-bye.